Hey everybody, I'm Misty Rooks, and this is not the podcast, but I have something that I want to share with the world today. And this is about insurance. And I have a long story about insurance and being denied to get my breast implants taken out, which I knew it was a long shot anyway, but I just want to make people aware, and I'm not on here to just bash Blue Cross Blue Shield or any other health insurance company. Um, I refuse to be one of the people who are just fussing on social media and pitching a fit and making a lot of noise, but not doing anything about it. I would love to just get on here and say, shame on you, insurance companies. But that's not who I am. Who I want to be is this. I want to do something to make a change. I would love to be able to talk to someone high up at Blue Cross Blue Shield. If you see this video and you know somebody, tell me what I can do, who I need to talk to, what sort of evidence we need to get together, a panel of doctors, whatever we need to do to change this policy, to change this coverage. Because let me just read this to you, okay? This is what I was given as an explanation for why insurance would not pay to cover my breast explant, okay? This surgery can be approved under the plan clinical criteria when one of the following is met. Number one, implants have been shown to be ruptured by imaging, mammography, or ultrasound. Mine were ruptured, and I did get an MRI, and it showed it, but I'll get back to that another time. Number two, the implants are infected or breaking through the skin. Number three, there is severe pain from scarring around the implant, a Baker class 4 contracture. Number four, the person has a certain diagnosis, breast implant associated anaplastic large cell lymphoma. Number five, the person is at risk of a certain problem, breast implant associated anaplastic large cell lymphoma, again, due to use of a certain breast product. And then it names one. Or number six, prior to surgery for breast cancer. Okay, so there are some reasons why they will approve that as a claim on your insurance, and you can get pre-approval for your surgery. However, you still have to jump through hoops to get that done, because this same company that said that I could have my implant removal covered by insurance if I had imaging showing that there was a rupture, denied an MRI twice for me, at least twice. I don't even remember now. There were so many things, but at least twice in 2023 and 2024. And then finally, I had just an angel that did an ultrasound one day, and she saw something on there. I think it was insignificant, but she was able to see it. The problem was I had a complete rupture. And you could tell visibly just by looking at me that one was okay and one wasn't okay. And so it was so bad, like they couldn't even see a break or a tear or whatever, because like it was just demolished in there and all the silicone was just out everywhere, which they could see in an MRI. And I kept getting denied for an MRI. So it's funny that they said that imaging that would prove a rupture would be one of the accepted ways to get your surgery covered, except for they were denying my MRI because my mammogram was good and my ultrasounds were good. So we just kept going around and around and around in circles. But here is the thing. This is my opinion, but of course I know that you did it for cosmetic reasons to begin with, probably. Maybe not if you had had breast cancer, but most of us had a breast dog because we wanted one and we had to pay for it out of pocket. It was our choice. It was cosmetic surgery. It is not cosmetic surgery to remove them and not get them replaced and not get a lift, which is what I did because I was sick and I just wanted them out of my body. So yes, I paid for them to be implanted, but I was having health problems. And see, the thing is, breast implant illness isn't recognized as one of these, but I did have a rupture and they kept denying it. So my thing is, if your doctor could show that you are having this, and this go on, even if they can't link it directly to the breast implants, if somebody's wanting them out and they're not wanting anything, you're not going to look better. Once you get them out, you're going to feel better. But to me, it becomes a health issue when you just want them out and you don't want any kind of enhancement to look better. Like I said, you're not getting them replaced or you're not getting a lift. So I'm ranting. I'm going on and on about that. But here's what I really want to bring out, because this is sad. Okay. This list would not be on here if it had not happened before to someone already. So basically, number 2 is the implants are infected or breaking through the skin. So basically, you want them out, they will deny it until they start eating through your skin. And then they may cover it. You want them out because you feel bad. They're obviously toxic in your body, causing a nervous system overload. However, they're going to deny getting them removed until you get lymphoma. It's right here, and it's on their website. And I'm not picking on Blue Cross Blue Shield. This is probably every health insurance company. But like I said, this is not just a rant. This is who will join me? What can we do? Because I had to fight for weeks, 6 weeks to get a surgery date. You know why? Because we couldn't get it pre-approved by insurance. So the surgeon or the office, the scheduler, wouldn't schedule me for insurance because I couldn't get it pre-approved. So I had to agree beforehand that it was going to be cosmetic surgery, and I didn't want to do that because it wasn't, and I wanted to get it approved by insurance. Well, they wouldn't go ahead and schedule the surgery and then send in a claim. They said it had to be pre-approved. And I'm like, why will you guys just not give me a surgery date? Like, I am dying here. Like, I'm going to the ER once a week. My throat is closing up. I've got hives everywhere. I'm having chest pain, high blood pressure. All this crazy stuff is going on. And you won't give me a surgery date. Why won't you give me a surgery date? Well, so I'm telling this to my chiropractor one day, and he says it's because they're going to bill you a different amount if you schedule cosmetic surgery versus like a medically necessary surgery that's covered by insurance. And I mean, I kind of didn't believe it at first. I mean, I know he knows what he's talking about, but that was hard to believe. And then I saw it for myself, because they would not schedule my surgery until I finally said, okay, I'll pay for it out of pocket. So I paid for it out of pocket. You know how much it was? $4,635 for me to get it removed, worth every penny. I had to pay that, okay? Here's what I know. A couple months later, when one breast got infected and I had to go to the emergency room and come back the next day for an emergency surgery to clean out an infection. It ended up being MRSA. Yeah. When I go back and look on my insurance app later after that, it was about $200,000 for that surgery. The next month, I had to have another surgery on the same breast because I had a chronic seroma, and I had to get this scar tissue cut out. How much was billed since that was covered by insurance? Around $200,000. It's completely ridiculous, and we know this, but what are we doing about it? We're not doing anything about it. So here's what I want to do, and I wasn't going to cry, but I might. If there is another woman out there going through the same thing that I went through, and you suspect that it is your breast implants, or you suspect that you have a rupture and you keep getting denied the proper imaging that will actually show it, I want to fix this for you, and I don't know how. I want insurance companies to change their policies. If you could get this video in front of someone who has anything to do with it, who could let me speak, who could bring other doctors in who feel the same way. Is there something that we could do to change the the coverage of this? And it doesn't have to be that someone's breast implant is eating through their skin, or that they now have lymphoma from their breast implants before you're going to remove it. So yes, shame on you, insurance companies, when you know that that's what it causes, and you won't let somebody get theirs taken out and be covered by insurance, when you know that if you don't cover it, that it's going to eat through their skin or give them lymphoma. We are human beings. We are human beings, and we are treated like numbers and claims and problems over the phone. We live in a world where we don't see people as humans anymore. And I know this is not like a huge issue as far as some people might think, like, well, you chose to have those breast implants. You got what you asked for. You shouldn't have done that. Well, guess what? My doctor did not tell me any of these risks. He didn't. He was awful. And he convinced me to go bigger than I wanted to go. And then he didn't do proper things after the surgery. And there's just so many things that you don't know, and that they're not going to tell you because they're selling you a product and a service. And that's my rant. That's my rant. But I don't want it to just be a rant. What can we do about it? What can we do about it? Please get this video in front of somebody who can actually do something. I don't care if I'm the one to do it or if they can do it and they don't need me. I would love to see this changed for women who are looking to make a change, and they are suffering in their bodies, and they don't know what else to try except for to get their breast implants out to see if they can actually feel better and go on with life and not have to suffer anymore. Please help me. Please help me. Help the rest of the women so they don't have to go through the things that I do. So if they need surgery, they don't have to wait 6 weeks or longer for a surgery date. They can get it done. There are doctors who will do this. There are surgeons who will do this. And I just want to help. I don't just want to tell my story and just have a podcast. I want to help. I want to help the next women down the line who are going through the same thing. I don't want them to have to suffer and wait and go through a bunch of junk that they shouldn't have to go through to get those breast implants out. Who's with me?